Ladies and Jimbo men, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I've seen you, a few days at least. I think the last time we talked I was receiving this really gorgeous Zeppelin Hindenburg moon phase. I absolutely love this watch. It's been on my wrist since, and it's pretty funny because it was on my wrist for about a day and a half before I actually even had it programmed correctly. Let me spin it so you guys are seeing this nicely. Yeah, it was really tough to program. You have to set it to full moon date and then set the day to the date of the last full moon and set the date to the last full moon and then spin everything around. I got kind of confused and took me a couple tries, but got it eventually. Absolutely love it. Really fun watch. Feel like it could go with kind of any outfit, any situation. You can maybe throw a different band on there than the leather and class it down a little bit. I've been enjoying the leather band and trying to just get it to break in a bit, and it is sitting on my wrist a lot more nicely now. It was kind of off like this a bunch because this piece right here was straight, but it is definitely wearing in and all. Yeah, it's just kind of perfect right now. Only a few days, so loving it. It's a genuine calf skin on the inside of the band. It's got a really nice inside, but we're not here to talk about that today. Here to talk about another watch, a Seiko diver watch. As you guys know, if you've been following the channel and the watch saga here, I mostly do knife stuff. Obviously, we did the invasion of the 66s with this gorgeous blue, 3 blue 66s, a whole bunch of other ones. I'm out in the workshop right now working on some knife stuff just to give you guys that update. You'll see my Bravo 1 here is all taped up. Toothpick in the front. I've got a nice sheet of Kydex cut out. You'll notice I might even be wearing a t-shirt that I got for free along with my large order. I bought an arbor press. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I said in the comments, do you guys mind throwing in a t-shirt for me? And they did it. So I'm here to happily represent knifekits.com. Hooked me up with a t-shirt and a whole bunch of great gear, and I'm stoked to be pumping out some stuff out of my workshop. Have a sheath done in a few minutes. I was just helping my neighbor fix his car before we headed out back and messed around with the Kydex press. So anyway, guys, moving on. All the updates are done in my life. Here's the Seiko diver watch that we're going to go over. It is the SRP787. The SRP series is the Turtle line, if you're unfamiliar. And this one, the 787, has a couple cool features to it. First of all, it has the black and blue bezel. You'll see from 12 to 20 is a blue section, which is kind of cool. I like that. You'll also notice that the minute hand has a blue outline on it. Now, this watch, how it differs from my SKX, there's a few ways. Obviously, it has a much bigger face to it, a much bigger dial. It has a case diameter of 42 millimeters, and I believe the SKX is 39, 40, something like that. So this is a much bigger watch, and especially with that bigger case, yeah, really digging it. Oh, the loom on these Seikos is gorgeous as always. It's been tough for me to decide whether or not I was going to keep this because it took a while for it to actually get here. Very satisfying click. I do notice one thing, that on the inside, the very top of it, you'll see that the in the 12 marker, I don't know the exact name for this, but it looks like a sword to me, and that was one of the more attractive features of the watch. I like that a lot more than the regular 12 o'clock feature that was on the that loom is really just gorgeous every time I turn around and see it again. I love the sword feature up in the 12 o'clock. I love the blue accents of everything. I love how it's a little bit bigger. One other thing that I really liked about this watch was that it, or no, sorry. Let's move on to something that I didn't like as much, which is the fact that it's back to the circles. So if you remember in my discussion of the SKX173, I really enjoyed the bar hour marks of the design. That's the difference between the SKX173 and the SKX007, is that the 007 has circles like this SRP does, and the SKX173, which I had the bars. So that was a bit different. The loom's different, but this looks like a more green loom, which I like. And obviously this the bracelet that it comes with is way too big, but that's on purpose so you can just get a few links removed. I do like how it looks on my wrist, I will admit. Here's a wrist shot for y'all. I like a bit of an oversized face, nothing too crazy, But this is about the size of a G-Shock or something like that. My Casio that I have. And it's funny, I actually put it on upside down. So big it doesn't even restrict my wrist from putting it on the wrong way. Sorry, when you're doing things for the camera, it's hard to tell sometimes. So anyway, guys, you know what? As I'm looking at this thing, first of all, I also noticed that it doesn't have a protective layer on the glass when it came from the seller, so that's no bueno. So I really do like this bracelet. I wanted to try that on, do a little bit of a wrist check here. I really do like this. I like the way it looks on my wrist, that's for sure. I would throw it on a black NATO band, obviously, if I was going to keep it. But, I'm kind of feeling like not keeping it. It does have a blue, security seal on the back saying that it hasn't been messed with or tampered with, but I feel like there really should have been a plastic thing on top of here, so not happy about that. I mean, the glass looks fine, and I'm not surprised about that because it's Seiko crystal sapphire, they're homegrown stuff, so very strong, good stuff. The bezel has a very nice, satisfying click to the turn, and it's easy to move. I want to see if these line up here. I guess you can sort of make it line up, but right when it clicks over, it doesn't line up, so that's not great either. Overall, unimpressed with this particular one that I just got here in the mail. It's a good thing that I almost, that I've kind of been thinking about wanting to return it the whole time anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Right after this video, I'm going to pop on eBay, which was where I got it from, and just say, hey, I want to return it. So that's how it goes sometimes. Not unhappy about the turn of events at all because, hey, you know what? Just strap my nice little Zeppelin moon phase back on here and enjoy the day. And I might have another watch on the way in the form of a Hamilton Khaki King. So, guys, if you enjoy these little watch previews and reviews that I'm doing, please do hit the subscribe and like buttons below. Join the Facebook group if you're more into knives, because honestly, that's what's really going on over there. I just felt, I'm personally into watches as well, so I figured why not capture this little adventure that I'm on, as I did with the knives, and we saw where that went, so we'll see where this goes too. Guys, thanks so much for checking out my little unboxing of the Seiko SRP787, the Turtle Batman, they call it. And don't take this review as a reason not to buy one. I personally bought one on eBay from a seller that, the seller, I'll call them out by name because this is very sketchy. Their name on eBay is quote unquote America First. And it says that it's shipping out of Dayton, Ohio. But when you look, and you'll see here, they have a fulfillment center on their return address in Dayton, Ohio. But if you go and look at at their actual profile on eBay, which I neglected to do until after I'd actually ordered it, because it was such a great deal, it said it was coming from America, you know, and all this kind of stuff. It's a trick, because this is actually a company that's based in Singapore, and you know, because they have some little distributing facility in America, they're able to kind of spoof the system. Very unhappy about it. Gonna return it, probably gonna report it to eBay, and yeah, we move on, we truck on. Thanks so much, guys. Please stay tuned for more watch and knife related videos, and I'll see you next time on Jimbo TV. Peace.